my last videos, it was the Aeroscout crashing, and after licking my wounds and looking at it, it's actually not that bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to show you how I fixed it. Here's the wings. I've already pretty much got them fixed. If you look, you can see where, I think this is the broken one, where it broke, but now it's all back together, all nice and sturdy. Same with the other one. So the wings are fine, all back together, all ready to go. So we're gonna get this back together, and it looks pretty bad, but actually it isn't that bad because we've got all the foam, a little dirt, some smack in the ground. That's that. And of course, the first thing we're gonna have to do is take off this mount, and I'm gonna figure out how, if I'm gonna remount it or what. But let me get that off first. So I took the mount off. And that's what we got. I don't know whether I'm going to fill those two holes in. I might put a bar across here so I can still get my mount on there. But that's what we got. You can see all the way back here, all the way up here. Oops. And then here, it's cracked. So what we're going to do is, for this repair, I'm going to use Beacon's foam tack. And then I'm also going to fill in any holes and smooth it out with this and finish it off with this. I wish I did get paid by foam tack, but I don't. They can send me some if I ever get a lot of people watching these videos. But I use this on stuff like this because it's clean. Everything's there. And we can get that back together real easily. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put glue on either side of this. Now, foam tack is only really good for foam. And what it does is it has a solvent in it, and it dissolves the foam. And when you put it together, it basically welds it. And when the solvent dries, it's a nice, heavy fix that stays together without adding any weight. There's different things to use. Everybody has their own purpose. Like this stuff, I like this because it's made for it. Other people use spackle. You'll hear hot glue. I use hot glue, but in certain situations, hot glue leaves extra weight. This does not. But anyways, that's what I'm going to fix this with, is foam tack. So let me go through and glue all this, and then we'll get back and I'll show you. So it's been a couple days since I glued this, and this is how good this side is. And this side is all nice and back together again. What I got is this center one to do right here. You see it goes down to here. And I figured I'd show you how I do it. So this is what's left of my foam tack. So we're just gonna foam tack this all down this crack here. Doesn't hurt to get a little bit in there on both sides. Alright. I got a little wire here, usually if it's cracked or you need to work it down into this stuff here. Alright. You get it to stick a little bit first and pull it apart. You want that solvent to work in there. Alright. You notice, I don't know if you could see it, but it's dissolving and taking hold there. Another thing I forgot to show is in the Aeroscout, this piece of wood is so thin it always breaks. And I fixed it in there with just some wood glue like Elmer's. Nothing special. Foam tack will not work on wood like that. That's just wood glue. It works fine. You see it's nice and solid again. And I also put some foam tack here to make it solid. But anyways, there's our joint. Now I'm going to take some blue masking tape, and this will still take off some foam, so you gotta kind of be careful when you peel it. I usually put it down like that so I get a place to peel it off of. And just put this so it holds pressure on your repair there. Should have been a little more centered, but that'll work. And you basically leave it and let it set up. Alright, we'll come back to that. It's the next morning and I took the tape off. You can see it's nice and strong. And here, like I said, I'm going to put a piece of wood across here, so don't worry about that right there. I'll worry about that later. This is what we're going to deal with now. You can just leave it like that. It's dirty, but I'm going to fill it in. And what I use is foam filler. Foam tack foam filler. I don't know what this is made of, but it doesn't weigh anything. But you kind of use it like Bondo. Get something like that. You just put a layer on. And fill in the gap. You see over here where it was repaired. Get it in the gap, and we're just going to leave it like that and let it dry till next time, or not next time, till we do another layer if it needs it. It's better to do thin layers than a big thick coat. And once that is done, then this is what they call the foam finisher, and that fills in the tiny little divots. And then we can sand it. I found out that you got to let this stuff dry for about a week before you really can sand it well. Otherwise it's tacky. So if we wanted to, that's pretty much flyable right now. We're going to do a little bit more. So another thing too, if you see here, I've got the servos out. I'm going to move the servos back. The next video is moving the servos back. So we're going to let it dry and then fix that and maybe do some more coats. But that's basically how you use foam tack to fill and fix the front. And it's pretty much back to structural like it was before. Alright.